Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Real English Bites. And welcome to day 10 of our 30-day Real English Challenge. Today, we're talking about real English for business meetings, not textbook English, the kind of English people actually use in meetings every single day.
Exactly. Whether you're joining a Zoom call, starting a team meeting, or talking with coworkers in person, these are the expressions you'll hear all the time.
And don't worry, we're not going to teach you things like "dear colleagues" or "I would like to commence this meeting." Nobody talks like that anymore.
Exactly. Let's keep it real. Imagine everyone's joining a Zoom meeting. What's usually the very first thing someone says?
Hello, everyone. Thanks for hopping on.
I love this one. Thanks for hopping on. You'll hear this constantly in online meetings. It simply means thanks for joining, but it sounds much more natural.
Morning, everyone. Appreciate everyone making the time today.
Notice this expression. Appreciate everyone making the time. It means, I know you're busy, and thanks for being here. Very common, very professional.
Are we still waiting on anyone?
Excellent. Are we still waiting on anyone? You'll hear this all the time, especially in Zoom and Google Meet meetings.
Looks like we're still missing David. Let's give him another minute.
Another great expression. Let's give it another minute. Not, let's wait. This sounds much more natural.
Oh, looks like everyone's here now.
Perfect. Looks like everyone's here. Native speakers love starting sentences with "looks like." It makes the conversation sound relaxed and natural.
All right. Let's kick things off.
That's one of the most common meeting expressions you'll ever hear. Let's kick things off. It simply means let's begin, but it's much more conversational.
Just to get everyone on the same page. Today, we're reviewing last month's results and deciding on our next steps.
This phrase is everywhere. Just to get everyone on the same page. It means I want everyone to have the same understanding before we continue. If you learn only one business expression today, make it this one.
So far, you've already learned how native speakers naturally start a meeting. Thank people for joining. Wait for late arrivals. And smoothly begin the discussion. Now, let's get into the actual meeting.
All right. The meeting has officially started. Now people begin sharing ideas. One expression I hear all the time is "from my perspective."
I love this one. From my perspective. It simply means from my point of view. But it sounds smoother and much more professional. You'll hear it constantly in meetings.
For example, from my perspective, we should spend more time improving the product before launching it. Here's another one I probably use every single week. The way I see it. That sounds very natural.
Yes. The way I see it is a little more conversational. It means, here's how I look at the situation.
The way I see it. We're focusing on the wrong problem.
Notice, Alex didn't say, I think. He used the way I see it. It sounds softer and more collaborative.
Now let's say someone shares an idea, and you completely agree. Don't just say, I agree.
Instead, say, I'm with you on that. Native speakers love this expression.
Honestly, I'm with you on that. I think that's the right direction.
Repeat after us. I'm with you on that. One more time. I'm with you on that. Perfect.
But what if you don't agree? You don't want to sound rude.
Exactly. One of my favorite expressions is, I see where you're coming from.
This is gold. You're saying, I understand your point, before giving your own opinion. It's respectful and incredibly common.
I see where you're coming from, but I'm not totally convinced.
Notice the next phrase. I'm not totally convinced. Not, you're wrong. Not, I disagree. It's much softer.
Exactly. Native speakers often soften disagreement, especially at work. This expression is one you'll hear over and over.
Now imagine you have another idea. How do you introduce it naturally?
Try this. What if we, for example, what if we tested it with a smaller group first? Simple, collaborative, and exactly the kind of English you'll hear in real business meetings.
I love that expression. What if we? It's collaborative. Instead of shooting someone's idea down, you're inviting everyone to think together.
Exactly. Compare these two. I don't like that idea. Or what if we tried something a little different? Same message, very different feeling.
Now here's another expression you'll hear all the time in meetings. That's a fair point.
I use this one all the time. That's a fair point. It means I hadn't thought about it that way, and I think your point is valid.
That's a fair point. Maybe we should slow down before making a decision.
Let's repeat it together. That's a fair point. Again, that's a fair point.
Here's another one. Good catch.
This one's everywhere. Imagine someone notices a mistake or points out something everyone else missed. You simply say, good catch.
Oh, the numbers on this slide are from last month.
Good catch. Let's update them before we send this out.
A salesperson walks over and asks, "Can I help you?" You can simply smile and say, "I'm just browsing." Short, friendly, natural.
Here's another one. I'm just checking things out. You'll hear this a lot. It means I'm looking around before I decide.
Hey, need any help? Nah, I'm just checking things out. Thanks. That's exactly how a lot of Americans would answer.
Let's repeat it. I'm just checking things out. Again. I'm just checking things out.
So here's the takeaway. Let's focus on improving the customer experience first and worry about everything else later.
Now, here's a phrase you'll hear in almost every office. I'll follow up. That means I'll send more information later, or I'll take care of the next step.
And another one. I'll keep you posted. This means I'll let you know if anything changes. Super common. Super natural.
Sounds like we've got a plan. I'll follow up with everyone this afternoon, and I'll keep you posted if anything changes.
Perfect. Today, you learned how native speakers actually communicate in business meetings. Not stiff, not overly formal, just natural, professional English that people really use. Try using a few of these expressions in your next meeting, even if it's just a practice conversation. We'll see you in the next episode of Real English Bites. Until then, keep learning, keep speaking, and keep it real. Bye, everyone.